Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And so in today's video, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the Google Pixel 9a that is slated to release later this month, or maybe in a few days, or maybe in 2 weeks. Who knows? But before I get into all that, if you guys want to do me a solid and smash the like button, I would truly appreciate that. That does help out the channel, as well as if you are a first-time viewer and you decided to click that subscribe button, thank you for doing that. Turn on bell notifications so you don't miss a video upload or when I go live. I would truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, so let's get into all of what's going on when it comes to the Google Pixel 9a and today's topic discussion, and that is, are we judging this thing way too fast? Now hear me out before people say, well, you know what, the specs say this, because the specs say a lot of things. And I'm sorry, my desk is like a little messy, so I'm trying to like organize things around. But the one thing is that we don't have this phone in hand. We don't. And you know, that could be a very tough thing for a lot of us, because we tend to just really kind of like jump into pool feet first without testing the waters. And this is one of those things where, like, I'm not here to defend the Pixel 9a. I'm just here to state the obvious. See, there's a lot of videos that's really just kind of talking about the Pixel 9a and some of the things that's going to be a problem for it, right? Like, one of the things made mention is that the modem is of the Pixel 8a. And will that be terrible? And, you know, to quickly answer that question, if you own a Pixel 8a, then you probably know just as I do that the modem is not terrible. I have the Pixel 8a. I've used it on T-Mobile's network. I've used it on Verizon's network. I've used it on AT&T's network, and I'm subject to getting really good speeds where I live at in Phoenix, Arizona. So I do know that location is part of the battle here. And I can say that, you know, my connectivity has been solid. And as a matter of fact, in the upcoming video, I'm actually going to show you guys how I turned my Pixel 8a into the ultimate phone for me. And it's just a little fun video. You guys can do the same if you guys want to, but I mean, of course, you would have to have the same carriers as I do in order to pull this off. However, I digress from that. So modem was one of the things that people are mentioning. The other thing is the AI tools that Google has with Gemini Nano. And, you know, it is pointed out there that in order for these tools to function and work properly, you need a high amount of RAM, right? 12 gigabytes of RAM at minimum, 16's probably pretty good. Haven't seen a device with 32 gigs of RAM, but it looks like that I'll probably see that when I'm in my 50s, depending on how tech grows. And so that's one of the things that, you know, people also kind of talk about too, is like, oh, well, you know, it's probably not going to be a very good thing when you can't run a lot of the AI software. Now, the things that I've been able to do on my device has been fine, which is why it's not a big concern for me. Maybe a concern for some of you guys, like the call notes and those types of things you may really absolutely want. And so if that's the case, then the Pixel 9a is not going to probably be the one that you would go for, because it doesn't have that. Now, as far as the other AI tools in the software, basically, you know, things like Magic Eraser and things like that, you're able to do that on the Pixel 8a as well as the Pixel 8 and the 8 Pro. So if you're able to execute those things when it comes to, like, you know, subject removal with Magic Eraser, Magic Editor, you know, you can mess around with the audios for, you know, Magic Audio Eraser. If that's some of the things that you're pretty much playing around with when it comes to the Pixel devices, then the Pixel 9a is going to be able to execute that. It having the Tensor G4 processor, the same as what's in the Pixel 9 and 9 Pro. The only difference between those two flagships versus the budget flagship 9a is that the 9a has the Pixel 8a modem. So there's that. I've never really understood the whole concept of, well, you know, it doesn't have the camera bar. I know you guys have heard me talk about this in previous videos. A camera bar doesn't really make an experience. Software is always going to be the most important thing. People can yell, scream, pout, shout all they want to and try to tell me that it's 50-50, it's hardware, it's software. No, it's, you know, and I'm being generous, it's 80-20. It's 80% software, 20% hardware. Me and my personal beliefs, it's 95% software, 5% hardware. Hardware does matter to a degree, right? You don't want to have a very crappy camera sensor and take photos with that. You want a really good camera sensor to go along with software computational photography. So yes, in a degree, I do believe that hardware is important, but design of a hardware is not important at all. That holds zero water when it comes to the argument of that. So, you know, in hindsight, basically, you know, with the Pixel 9a, I feel like the biggest reason, you know, that I feel like that a lot of the things that's being said shouldn't be taken to gospel is because we don't have this phone in hand. How many times, and I've been on YouTube for so many years, and I'm not being a cocky asshole, I'm just stating the obvious. I've been on here for a long time. I've been watching different content creators evolve and grow throughout the years. And, you know, one of the things that I've seen that has, you know, come quite a bit is people will make judgments so fast based on what's in black and white on spec sheets. And then, you know, when they finally get the device in hand, it's like they're singing a different tune. Like all of a sudden, the things that were negative about the device aren't so negative anymore. And this kind of just brings people to say, should I trust this person? You know, should I believe in what they're saying? And so that's the reason I'm saying, like, we're judging this too fast. Could everything that is being analyzed by my fellow friends on YouTube, are they valid? Yes, to a degree they are valid, okay? We can't dismiss some of the shortcomings that we see on sheet when it comes to the Pixel 9a, but we can't tell people that it is definitive, that those are going to be the reality of anyone who buys the phone, because we don't have the phone in hand. And without it in hand, we can't make a full-on bullseye shot targeted determination of how the phone is going to be. So with that, I leave you guys to this, honestly. The Pixel 9a, we got to have in hand. The Pixel 9a, we need to use, we need to test it out. We need to see all its, you know, progress, all its positives and all its negatives before we make a full determination of what to expect with the Pixel 9a in a review video. And so that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed what I have to say, smash the like button. If you guys agree, comment below. If you guys disagree, go ahead and comment that below. Nothing's taboo here. Just keep it to the tech. That's all I say. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Y'all take it easy. And as always, aloha.